And early voting ended at noon today all across the state, but not everyone who lined up to cast their ballot early got a chance to vote.
No, that's right. Some of the voters told 13 News that they were turned away after being told that they weren't registered. And as Emily Longnecker found out today, these voters are confused and they have some questions about how this all could have happened.
It was supposed to be his first time voting.
He was so excited.
But when Donna Mill's 18-year-old son Nelson went to vote last week in Johnson County, he was told he couldn't.
They put the driver's license in the little scanner and they scanned it and they said, "You're not registered. You'll want to contact somebody because we can't take your vote today."
Mills says her son registered last September at the BMV when he was still 17. She thought perhaps the BMV had dropped the ball in sending in Nelson's registration application. But when Mill contacted Johnson County voter registration, she was told Nelson's registration had been denied.
He turned 18 after the primary elections in May. He turned 18 in June. So because of the time frame of his date of birth, they weren't able to accept his registration.
It has to be something.
Pike Township trustee and poll watcher Annette Johnson says she's watched other voters get turned away too, at 3 different voting locations, after also being told they weren't registered.
They are all adamant that they register to vote at the BMV.
Johnson says she also got phone calls from voters who had the same experience, voters who told her they had also registered through the BMV.
What is the breakdown? Because clearly there is a breakdown that's happening.
Johnson says the voters she saw this happen to were able to fill out provisional ballots that won't be counted until after the election, when the election board determines if they can be. 13 News contacted the BMV to see if they'd received any reports of issues. They sent a statement which said, quote, "The BMV has not received reports of application issues. After a voter registration goes through our system, it is in the hands of the Indiana Election Division." We also reached out to the Indiana Election Division and are waiting on a response. For Donna Mill and her son Nelson, the experience has turned out to be a cautionary tale in the importance of checking to make sure you're registered to vote before heading to the polls.
When you are able to vote, it's a rite of passage. It's adulting 101.
This time, though, Mill's son won't be experiencing that right. He's been told he's got no choice but to sit this one out. Emily Longnecker, 13 News.